तो ऐसे बर्दाश्त नहीं कर पाएंगे हम, समझ रहे ना। ऐसे कितना भी हम हजारों लेक्चर सुने कि बर्दाश्त करो बर्दाश्त करो, अरे आपके लेक्चर को मैं बर्दाश्त नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ लेक्चर बंद करो। तो भक्ति की शक्ति से ही कोई ये आसानी से बर्दाश्त कर सकता है, सहन कर सकता है। तो भक्ति शक्ति होनी चाहिए।
डिस्कस की कि जिससे मेंटल ऑफेंस करते हैं अगर वैष्णव को, तो उसका रिएक्शन नहीं लगता है, लेकिन वो मेंटल ऑफेंस किया है फिर बाद में एक्शन में कर, जैसे आपने दक्ष का एग्जाम्पल बताया।
मेंटल ऑफेंस क्या होगा?
वो अगर उसको हम लोग क्योर नहीं करेंगे तो वो फिर हम लोग वर्ड से या फिर एक्शन में
वर्बल हो सकता है, फिजिकल हो जाएगा।
तो आपने दक्ष का एग्जाम्पल दिया कि ब्रह्मा जी ने बोला ढूंढ देने के लिए, दे दिए, लेकिन मन में बहुत ये था तो निकल गया बाद में।
यस,
attachment and aversion are both bad, and the reason we learning that aversion to material things will create a desire for liberation. So therefore both are devotee remains far from
both. Correct. Any other?
If we want to Prabhupada book reading properly, then we will not be able to give respect to senior devotees in proper mood.
Yes.
We will commit offenses.
Yes. I said that when I read Bhagavatam in 5.5 years, my conclusion or overall understanding was Krishna loves his devotees the most. If anybody does anything wrong with devotee, Krishna doesn't tolerate. So reading scriptures will help us to develop respect for everyone, especially devotees. Any other?
If one wants to go from Kanishta Adhikari to Madhyam Adhikari, then he should respect devotees and never offend them.
Yes. Conscientious endeavor to not commit offenses turns a Kanishta Adhikari into Madhyam Adhikari. That's why after the class, all of you had gone with one devotee I was telling. That song Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, Sakale samana kurite shakati dehanatha jatha jatha tabito gaibo harinama sukhe aparadha kabehata. Sakale samana kurite shakati. To be able to respect everyone requires great strength. Like this table seems to be quite heavy. So lifting will require some very powerful devotee. This one seems to be heavier than that also. So to lift this will be requiring more physical strength. Maybe the altar is even, the whole set is a huge, very heavy thing. For one devotee will be almost impossible. But if at all, then most powerful, physically powerful devotee will be required. So these are increasing degree of physical strength required. So to respect everyone requires the biggest strength in the creation. There is no other bigger strength required than the strength required for respecting everyone. So that, because one has to go against one's false ego. I am lowly, everybody is great. So Sakale Samman Kurite Shakati, it requires Shakti. I don't have that Shakti. Dehanatha Jatha Jatha. Oh my dear spiritual master, you have. You respect one and all. So please give me that strength. Sakale Sammana Kurite Shakati Dehanatha Jatha Jatha Tabe to Gaigo. If you give me that strength, if I am able to respect everything, then what will happen? Tabe to Gaigo Harinam. Then I will be able to sing Harinam. How? Sukhe, happily. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I'll be very happy chanting holy name. Now how chanting holy name? Hare Krishna. Where is my, not Guru, where is my Guru Mani? Guru wherever is, doesn't matter. Guru Mani is more important than Guru. So that kind of thing. So tabe to gaiko harinama sukhe aparadha habe hatta. Aparadha will be all destroyed. So that is what is required. So that's why one who hears his Guru regularly and unlimitedly with great attention, such a person will be able to respect everyone. Everyone. Including living entities and other species also, trees, plants, aquatics, birds, reptiles, and even those who are envious of him. Just like Haridas Thakur could respect the two executioners who beat him like anything. Just imagine, मुझे तो वो जो बोले वो तो मेरे सामने नहीं बोले, जो भी उन्होंने भड़ास निकाली अपनी जो भी, तो सामने अगर हो रहा है और वो भी अगर कोई फिजिकली मार रहा है आपको, तो कितना मुश्किल है सहन करना. But Haridas Thakur not only tolerated when they were in trouble by his not dying, he was ready to die also for them. इतना सब ड्रामा करने की जरूरत नहीं थी, लेकिन वो तो नामाचार्य है, एवरी डे हैज टू चैंट 192 राउंड्स. तो ये सब टाइम ऐसे वो बैठ गए और फिर मर गए, फिर उनकी बॉडी को उठा के राजा के पास ले गए. सो मच टाइम वेंट इन दैट, कम से कम 1 or 2 hours वेंट. तो ही वुड हैव सेड अरे मेरा टाइम इंपॉर्टेंट है, वैसे भी आपके कारण मुझे इतना सब तकलीफ हुआ, अबे आप तो मरो लो, मैं देखता हूँ कैसे तुम लोग मारे जाते हो राजा के कारण. नहीं, he is able to respect even the executioners who beat him. Then only one can chant 192 rounds. ऐसे इस तरह पर जब आएंगे तभी we can chant कीर्तनीय सदाहरि. तरोरपि सहिष्णुता, तरों को भी मारेंगे ऐसे चाबुक से तो सहन करते, तो वैसे ही हमें भी सहन करने को आना चाहिए. Yes, any other?
When we chant even once the holy name offenselessly, then our all sinful reactions are destroyed. You gave example of Ajamila. And in this continuation, you told that they will get mukti, they will get liberated, but they will not go to back home.
Yes. Any other?
You told that we may fall down from the spiritual standard due to 2 reasons. One is we come into illusion. We come into illusion because we may not be reading books or scriptures. And another was offenses toward Vaishnavas.
Yes. Even day-to-day life, how many of you commit mistakes daily basis while doing any service in 24? So this is why, because of imperfect senses, illusion is created, and because of illusion, commit mistake. And one good thing about all of us as devotees is we don't cheat. We don't cheat. So in front of some devotee, I commit mistake. Let's say I ask some devotee, bro, I'm feeling thirsty. Could you get glass of water? वो लेके आ गया और इधर अटक गया और मेरे ऊपर ही पानी डाल दिया. अरे प्रभु, मुझे पानी पीने के लिए चाहिए था, नहीं तो स्नान ही करवा दिया वैसा समझे. तो तुरंत बोला सॉरी प्रभु, मैंने आपके ऊपर पानी नहीं डालना था, आपके हाथ में ही देना था, वो अटक गया मैं चटाई में. ठीक है, तो चीटिंग नहीं है. डिवोटीज आर नॉट चीटिंग, दैट इज ऑनेस्टी, दैट इज द प्रिंसिपल, वैष्णव प्रिंसिपल. So because of that we are able to render service, and because of that our service is acceptable to Krishna, because we are not cheaters. ये तो बाकी सब है हमारे साथ, imperfect senses, to be illusion, committing mistake, तीनों हो रहा है हमारा. So when we engage our senses more and more and more in the service of the Lord, senses will be purified. Rushikena Rushikesha Sevanam Bhakti Ruchyate. Pure bhakti will happen. Then no question of illusion. He says Nashto Moha Smrutir Labdhva Tvat Prasadat Mayachyata Sthitosmi Gata Sandeha Karishye Vachanam Tava. In the beginning, how much Arjuna was in illusion? Oh, Brahmativa te manaha. My mind is reeling. Pidanti mama gatrani mukham ja parishushati. Epatusya sharire me roma harshasya jayate. Gandivam sramsate hasta. Tvakchaiva paridayate. 6 things it says. And ultimately he says Brahmativa che manaha. My mind is reeling. कभी कभी ऐसे जैसे चक्कर जैसे आता है ना, फिजिकल नहीं, मन में समझ में नहीं आ रहा क्या करो. So that is grand illusion. So that was there in the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita. But after hearing entire Bhagavad Gita, at the end 18th chapter, what does it say? Nashto moha. All my illusion is destroyed. Smriti labha. I have got now complete memory, understanding. Tvat prasadat mayachyuta. My dear Krishna, because of you, your mercy. Sthitosmi. I am now steadily situated. There what he was saying, even the Gandhi in his hand is not, he is able to hold. Sramsati Hasta, it is slipping out of his hand. Siddhanti Mamagatarani, the senses are drying up. Sthitosmi Gata Sande, all doubts are gone. There, what is it? Dharma Sammuda Chetaha, in the 2.7, at the beginning. Karapanya dosho pahata swabhava pruchhami tvam dharma sammooda cheta. Dharma yani duty, occupation. I am not understanding whether should I fight or not fight. So much he is saying gata sandeha. Now all doubts are gone. There is so much doubt. Here all karishye vachanam tava. There is saying I don't know what should I do. And here he says I will just follow your order. So we should practice Krishna consciousness properly. Then all this illusion will go on. His senses will be perfect because they are engaging Krishna service. Then illusions will go and no mistakes. And cheating anyway we don't do. So it's very good principle to say sorry in our life. I do that, even to younger devotees. Like let's say I tell Sumit Prabhu to get prasad at 10 o'clock or something. And then I am not ready. I go to take bath. I am not ready. 10:15 I come. He says, sorry Prabhu, I became late. So I did mistake. And I am only saying, he is not expecting that. प्रभु क्या बताने की बात है, थोड़ा 10 मिनट लेट हुआ तो क्या बड़ी बात है, तो नहीं, because I said come at 10 o'clock and he came but I am not ready, so it's my mistake, so I should only say, that is good. If you are like that, then Krishna will bless you a lot because you are taking a humble role. If you see for all the offenses, the remedy is going in the midst of devotees and telling that problem. Oh Prabhu, I am not reading scriptures, please bless me. So I have to tell my deficiency. Oh Prabhu, I have not followed my Guru's order, please empower me, give me blessing, I can follow my Guru's order. So everything, for every problem, offense, go to devotees and tell them. That's why first offense is the worst, to blaspheme the devotees who have dedicated their lives for propagating the will of God. So to them we cannot, because for every problem we have to go to devotees. How can we do that? That is not good. Yes, any other?
Out of the 4 kinds of people that go to Krishna, Krishna takes the Jnanis as especially because since after many lifetimes they have come to...
And he is come for Krishna only.
And out of the 2 Artha, Artharthi and Artha, so there are 2 kind of people where like for the one who is coming for material gain or anything.
Yes.
Think what you want to say. I could not understand anything apart from that Jnani part. Think what you want to say and then say. What do you want to say?
Think.
Okay. Basically, topmost is Jnani, below him is one who is inquisitive. Because he has no problem, but inquisitive. And below him are the 2, Artha and Artharthi. But they have come with purely material purpose only. So Jigyasa is not like, he has not come in, he is not in want of something, he has some curiosity. So he is certainly above. And the topmost is Jnani. Because Jigyasa also after Jigyasa is over, he may go away. But Jnani will not go away. Bhavanam Janmanante Jnanavan Mam Prapatyate.
This Jnani is not Jnana Yogi. Or say,
Same. Yoga has to be there, then only he will come to Krishna. Yes. Or? Yes, Mataji.
हम लोग भक्ति करते हैं, हमारे भगवान का आँख है, नाक है, मुंह है, वो प्रसाद खा सकते हैं, पर ये जो ज्ञानी हैं वो ऐसा ध्यान लगाते हैं उनके भगवान केवल हवा खाते हैं, वो लोग भी हवा खाते हैं।
हवा भी नहीं खाते उनके भगवान, ये ज्ञानी खाते हैं। भोग की हवा खाते हैं, क्योंकि उनके भगवान हवा भी नहीं खाते, मुंह ही नहीं उनका, क्या खाएंगे वो, पानी भी नहीं पी सकते। तो we are having life, very nice, happy life, chanting, dancing, feasting. We will go back home, back to Godhead, dancing and eating. तो सब खाते खाते हम जाएंगे गोलोक धाम, ठीक नहीं? Any other? Okay, then we will continue. We were discussing from the 5th chapter that is how bhakti is not dependent on any of the prerequisites that are required in any other process of self-realization, be it jnana marg, dhyana marg, So many expectations are there. He has to be born in pious family. He should have performed Vedic duties, and so many. But in bhakti, no consideration. Anybody, anytime, anywhere, everybody is welcome. That is the purity of devotional service. So we were discussing from the book on page 49 here. Even some mistakes happen, some path happens from devotee. He doesn't have to take to the process of prayachitta, atonement. No, he has to only do execute devotional service. That's all. So where were we? That in this connection, Rupa Goswami gives evidence from Srimad Bhagavatam. That one, 11:21-2. In that Lord Krishna says to Uddhava, the distinction between qualification and disqualification may be made in this way. Persons who are already elevated in discharging devotional service will never again take shelter of the processes of fruitive activity or philosophical speculation. If one sticks to devotional service and is conducted by regulative principles given by the authorities and acharyas, that is the best qualification. So no other qualification is required. So even varnashram is not required. So first was spoken was birth. Birth also is not required. Like Nityanand Gosai, Jati Gosai, nothing is required. You can be Kirat, Hunandra, Pulinda, Pulkasha, Abhir Shumba Yavana Hashadaya, Yanne Papa Chayadapa Shraya Shraya, Shuddhanti Tasmai, Prabhavishnave Namaha, Kirat, Hun, Andhra, Pulinda, Pulkash, Abhir Shumba Yavana Khas, Adaya, etc., etc., etc. All, including Chandal or anybody, all can become pure devotees by taking shelter of pure devotees of Krishna, because Krishna is the supreme power. Prabhavishnave Namaha. So anybody can come. So no birth expected, qualification expected. That was the first one. Then second was rituals of purification. That is also not required. Now third is talking about varnashram. One doesn't have to be following varnashram and all that. So there in first canto, 5th chapter, 17th verse, Sri Narad Muni advised Vyasdeva, even if one does not execute his specific occupational duty, but immediately takes direct shelter of the lotus feet of Hari, Krishna, there will be no fault on his part, and in all circumstances his position is secure. Even if by some bad association he falls down while executing devotional service, or if he doesn't finish the complete course of devotional service and dies untimely, still he is not at a loss. A person who is simply discharging his occupational duty in Varna and Ashram, however, with no Krishna consciousness, practically does not gain the true benefit of human life. The purport is that all conditioned souls who are engaged very frantically in all activities for sense gratification, without knowing that this process will never help them get out of mental contamination, are awarded only with repeated births and deaths. So he says, what is that? Harava Bhaktasya Kutam beginning?
Yes.
That was na? Yasyasti bhaktir bhagavati akinchana sarvair gunastatra samasate suraha harao abhaktasya kuto mahadguna manorathena sati dhavato bahi. So I believe that is the verse. We can check also. 1.5.70. Mostly that is the verse he is saying. So now Yasyasti bhaktir bhagavati akinchana is I think in the 5th canto. So which is this verse? I could check 1.5.70. Correct. That's what I was wondering. Not this. Taktva swadharmam charanambujam harer bhajanna pakvo athapate tato yadi yatra kova bhadra abudha mushakim kovartha apto swadhitam swadharmatah. So even if he is immature in his bhajanna apakvo अथपते ततो यदि इसके कारण वो गिर जाता है भक्ति मार्ग से, still there is no loss. What is the beginning? Tattva Swadharma. He gives up his Swadharma as a Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya किया ही नहीं. जैसे अजामिल, अर्थात उसने भक्ति नहीं किया, बट पाप किया, लेकिन भक्ति हो गया गलती से नारायण के नाम से. भजन न पक्व तत्र को अभद्र अबुद्ध मोशकिंग, सो देयर इज नो अभद्र फॉर हिम। को अर्थ आप तो भजताम स्वधर्मतः, अभजताम स्वधर्मतः। लेकिन जो भगवान का भजन नहीं करता, अभजताम स्वधर्मतः, लेकिन अपना धर्म का बहुत अच्छे से पालन करता है, जो भी है ब्राह्मण क्षत्रिय से, सो व्हाट्स द यूज? इट इज यूजलेस। He will be stuck in the cycle of birth and death. He will have to take birth again. Whereas a devotee, he gives up his varna, ashram, whatever duties, and just practices devotional service. पतन भी हो गया, still there is no loss. उसका next birth किधर तो भक्त कुल में वगैरह हो जाएगा, भक्त समाज में। So भक्ति is supreme.
So they're like, he's telling that even if he gives up his duty and out of sentiment also,
Yes, bhajan na pako, yes.
and he falls down, then he goes.
Yes.
But sometimes we see this government also, many people comes and in our movement also, many people come and just in 6 months, 1 year, they want to join. But
They want to?
They want to join, they want to dedicate their life. But they are not fully mature, so we tell them to do their duties first. So this is what I am understanding. So, but if you join them, there is no loss of them also.
Even if he joins, no loss. Yeah, true.
Then why we like?
Because he can become more mature, understand the philosophy properly, and then he could join. Or he can join and then he can be allowed to read scriptures and attend classes, etc. And he can become mature within brahmacharya ashram also.
Because sometimes making him to work outside, sometimes usually he gives up devotion. There is also many our devotees, they pass out from voices and then after that they go enjoy in the lost.
Yeah, so don't allow that. Make them brahmacharis in second year of engineering. Yeah, that is good. At least they can be, promise can be, as soon as I pass out of engineering, I'll join as a brahmachari. But one thing is, if the parents don't have enough money, then society will say, what is this? ISKCON people, they made him go away from responsibilities. From Krishna's viewpoint, there is no problem. But from society point of view, like lok vichar we discussed, whatever yesterday. So likewise, that lok vichar has to be taken into consideration and all. But as far as doing job and all, that is not required. He can do job in ISKCON only, or he can directly join as a brahmachari. Like I never did job in my life, but from day one I had so much services. One problem is if he joins without doing company job, etc., working under some boss, so he may become lazy in ISKCON. ब्रह्मचारी बन गया, खाओ सो जाओ आराम से रहो. But if he is actively engaged, then there is no need of job. Like I joined as a brahmachari. First 15 days I could not sleep. I was able to sleep only 5 hours to 5.5 hours. 6 hours was impossible. Because even before I joined as a brahmachari, my service was fixed. Recording cassettes. Earlier tape recorders were there. Putting cassettes. So 2 voices were getting opened up. In July beginning, His Grace Krishna Smarana Prabhu was coming to have official inauguration of Mayapur voice, in which I was also student, pass out. And in August, Gaurang Prabhu was coming for the inauguration of GGD, Giri Govardhan Dham voice, Srinagar Institute of Technology. So on these cassettes, around 1000 plus cassettes or 1200 for Mayapur voice, and for the other one 500 or 800. So around 1800 or 2000 cassettes I alone had to record in that limited time. So my whole meditation was recording cassettes only. As soon as I would get up 4 o'clock, immediately I would not go to bathroom. I would go to that place where the cassette, then I would put the cassette for recording. Then I would come back running to bathroom, get ready. Then I would not go for Mangalati. I would go again there, change the side of the cassette. Then again I would go for Mangalati. After Mangalarati, no nursing aati. Then I would run again there. Like that whole day. You understand? And I could not sleep for 6 hours for all 15 days. So it was like more than company job. ISKCON is international company. And I was recruited in campus selection only. While student only. Like that. So that is not required. Company job. But if money is required, means from the intention of he may become lazy, that can be ruled out. But if money is required at home, then he may have to do some job, business in which money can be earned.
One more thing, like we say that if somebody neglects his duty and takes to devote service, but here also is not so serious, then you will get the reaction.
he will get the reaction. No,
Because
what reaction?
neglecting, like somebody has joined,
Hmm.
because he is not serving parents now,
Hmm.
he should serve, but he is given for Krishna's service.
Hmm.
But it's not that every devotee in ISKCON, they are very sincere, everybody is very, like, we can
Understood. He may fall down.
not fall down also.
He will go
but-
back and become grahastha again.
No,
Then?
he may continue, but he is like, no, we can say, going very slowly, everybody is his own pace.
And that is okay. He will not get any reaction. Why should he get reaction?
Like so, Radheshamru once said that one is coming, leaving his parents, so he is getting a load of sin.
Hmm.
And then when he is coming in ashram, and if he is eating just of Krishna's money and not giving service indirectly, so again
How will he
has-
not do service?
that-
President, commander, manager, सब उसके ऊपर they will not allow him to peacefully eat and sleep. So he will not get any reaction. Okay. So then he says, then again fifth canto, Rushabdev says to his sons, persons engaged in fruitive activities are repeatedly accepting birth and death, and until they develop a loving feeling for Vasudev, there may be no question of getting out of these stringent laws of material nature. As such, any person who is very seriously engaged in his occupational duties in the varnas and ashramas, and who does not develop love for the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vasudev, should be understood to be simply spoiling his human form of life. Then Lord says to Uddhav, so like that many quotes are there. Basically these are all about bhakti is beyond varnashram. He doesn't have to follow varna and ashram at all. We have this Daivi Varnashram, DVA, I think. Varnashram VA, Daivi Varnashram. So whatever Guru says, that's what we do. Same devotee in the morning may do deity worship, he is a Brahmin. Then daytime he may do management, he is Kshatriya. Then evening he may go for fund collection, he is a Vaishya. And night he may clean the temple, he is a Shudra. So Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra is one devotee. Or maybe several times in a day. Guru says then it is not Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya. That duties appear to be like Brahman, Brahminical, Kshatriya or Vaishya or Shudra. But that is none of the four. It is transcendental. Because it is leading to pleasure of Guru, it is leading to pleasure of Krishna. It is not within Varnashram at all. It may appear to be like that. So anything can be done in devotional service. Then Devarshi Bhutapta Prunam Pitrunam Nakinkaro Nayam Runicha Rajan Sarvatmanaya Sharanam Sharanyam Gato Mukundam Parirutya Kartam. That is 11th canto 5th chapter verse 41. Karabhajan Muni says to Maharaj Nimi. So one gets all his debts liquidated if he surrenders to Krishna. Mukunda. Mukunda means giver of liberation. Mukunda. Mukti. One who gives liberation is called as Mukunda. One who gives Mukti, Mukunda. So one doesn't have to worry about his duties to Deva, Rishi, Bhuta, Apta and all that. When my I think mother or father left body, they left within the span of 4 months only. Mother left on Sharad Purnima 2021, and just after not even 4 months were over, 1 week less than that, my father left body on Bhaimi Ekadashi. Both left on very auspicious days, Sharad Purnima and Bhaimi Ekadashi. So when I think my mother left body, so I did kirtan all throughout. Her body, according to that custom in our thing. So they said the mother's head should be kept on son's lap. So my Mosi told, take your mother's head on your lap. And I was wondering what is this. So I went near the head, and then my brother and others lifted her head, and her head was on my lap, my mother's head, and her body was like this. I was doing kirtan, I was crying also. So then I was thinking, when I was very small baby, I was on the lap of my mother, and she must have sung. She used to sing one very famous Marathi song, Keshava Madhava Tujha Namata Re Godava. It's very beautiful song. Then he says, what is the song? He says, Keshava Madhava, oh my dear Keshava, my dear Madhava, Tuja Namatare Goda. How much sweetness is there, holy name, in your holy name. So this was, she left body in Sharad Purnima, October. So just few 1 or 2 months back, 17 July was her birthday. So I had called her mother and I told, I'm very grateful to you, mother, because of your nice samskaras, I'm able to practice bhakti properly. She said yes, and she said when you were a small child in the cradle, in the Palana, so I used to sing this song to make you sleep, you know, Keshava, Madhava. There is so much sweetness in the holy name of your name, O Lord. So I said, oh, because of your song from childhood only, not childhood, babyhood only. So I have some taste for chanting the holy name because of your nice sanskara, like that. So what was the point I was telling? So then when she left body, I did kirtan all throughout for 5 hours non-stop almost in crematorium. And my elder brother is there. He was doing the sanskar, everything. So while coming also and after coming also, so 5 hours we did. So then after that whole thing was over, many relatives left, only my sister, father and all. So then I told my brother, I'm leaving, I'll go to temple. He said, no, you stay back. Mother has left body. I said, yeah, but mother has left body, but now body is over, samskara is over. He said, but after 3rd day we'll take the ashes and we'll put under in some kind of vidhi. Brahman will come and all that. I said, and he said, stay for 2 nights. Then I said, then tomorrow I will have to go, and I have not brought my clothes also. So he said, no, if you stay back, you have to stay for 2 days. You cannot go tomorrow, according to the rules, ritualistic rule. So then I said, no, that will be too much, 2 days, and I don't have clothes also anyway. So then my father said, Arey, why are you stopping him? He wants to go, he wants to attend Mangalarti in temple, let him go, na? What's the problem? So my brother said, okay. Then he said, if you were a grahastha, then you could not have gone. You have to stay back. I said, yes, I am not a grahastha. I am a brahmachari. So I don't have to stay back like that. So for brahmacharis, there is nothing like sutak also they say for brahmachari is 1 day sutak. Sutak, you know, that contaminated period. After death, 13 days, they are not supposed to go to temple and all that. So according to Vedic rules, it seems for brahmachari it is 1 day. Sutak only 1 day. Not that 13 days and all that. And that also we are not even brahmachari. Na hum Vipro, na Chandrapati, na Gopi Bhardur Badaka Melo, dasa mada. So no rules. So next day morning I attended Mangal Aarti also. And devotees were wondering, Arey, Prabhu idhar kaise? And after the fathers, so it was height only because that was on Bhaimi Ekadashi. And then I came back to temple quite early because he left body in the early hours, Brahma Murta time only. So I was informed and I went. By the time I came back to temple, it was 5:30 p.m. So then I took prasad and next day morning I went for Mangal Aarti. I offered obeisances. And then what the devotee in charge, he said, bro, could you lead Mangal Aarti? I said, yeah. Father is left body previous day. Next day, I said, yes. Then I went and I started Samsara Dava. And all the devotees heard because it's a little dark, na? So they heard, Arey, ये तो सुंदर श्याम प्रभु का आवाज है. कौन गा रहा है? वो तो नहीं हो सकते ना, वो तो उनके पिताजी तो कल चल बसे ना. तो बाद में उन्होंने देखा, नहीं यार, तो सुंदर श्याम प्रभु ही है. तो मैंने डिवोटी दास में, अरे आप इधर? बोला हाँ. पिताजी तो किधर आ रहा? मैं इधर. पिताजी चले गए, उनको हमने सेंड ऑफ दे दिया. इनके लिए हम भक्ति करेंगे, उधर रह के क्या करेंगे? उधर रह के कुछ नहीं होगा. मैं खुद ही अगर घर में रहता था, सुबह उठ के क्या करता था, जप करता था. बाकी कुछ मंगल आरती तो होता नहीं था, सब लोग रोते रहते हैं या जो भी है. तो both the days I did not miss मंगल आरती. उनके डेथ डे also I attended and next day also I could attend. So for devotees, we don't have this room debt towards father, mother and all that. We are grateful to them, no doubt. But all these rituals, they are not for a brahmachari. If he wants to follow, he may follow. For Radheshyam Guru's father, he was Pakka Brahmin. He said, when I die, you should not enter in temple for that contaminated period, 10 days, 10 or 13 days. So don't enter in temple. That I want promise from him. Radheshyam Guru said. So he would come, he would take bath and he would come to temple. Outside the door he would stand and he would attend Mangalarati. He could not enter inside the door because he had promised father. He will follow the rituals. बट हमारे पिताजी ने ऐसा कुछ कंडीशन डाला तो हम एक्स्ट्राटिक थे, हम डायरेक्टली अंदर चले गए. सो ग्रेट फॉर्चून. यस मैडम.
प्रभु जी, ये रूल केवल ब्रह्मचारी के लिए?
हाँ, गृहस्थों को भी नहीं है एक तरीके से, क्योंकि वो भी गृहस्थ नहीं ना. जैसे ब्रह्मचर्य नहीं, गृहस्थ भी गृहस्थ नहीं. हम सब गोपी भरतुर पदक मिले. बट गृहस्थ आर स्टेइंग इन सोसाइटी. सब आजू बाजू वाले देखेंगे, अरे क्या आपके घर में डेथ हो गया, आप मंदिर चले गए, पागल हो गए क्या? आप इस्कॉन वाले सब गए गुजरे, कुछ भी नियम पालन नहीं करते, बोलते हम सब शास्त्र पालन करते, क्या पालन करते हैं? सब शास्त्रों के विरोध में है आप लोग, पाखंडी है, कुछ भी बोलेंगे, गाली देंगे। तो इसलिए गृहस्थ लोग उसको पालन नहीं कर पाएंगे।
नहीं प्रभु जी, जो गृहस्थ माता जी प्रभु जी अपना फुल लाइफ डेडिकेट कर चुके हैं लाइफ ऑफ ब्रह्मचार्य से, उनके लिए
फिर भी अगर समाज की आंखें उनके ऊपर है, अगर वो समाज में रह रहे, अगर मंदिर में रह रहे, कोई देखने वाला है नहीं, समाज की आंखें नहीं उनके ऊपर, तो कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं। लेकिन बाहर रह रहे इधर बाजू में, और वहाँ आजू बाजू के लोग जानते हैं कि इनके घर में डेथ हुआ है, इनके माता पिता या जो भी है, और ये चले मंगल आरती या जो भी हो, फिर बदनामी होगी इस बात की। दे वॉन्ट अंडरस्टैंड, उनको उतना ये नहीं ना, शास्त्रों के ऊपर ज्ञान, शास्त्रों का ज्ञान नहीं, शास्त्रों के ऊपर विश्वास नहीं कि शास्त्र क्या होता है, भक्ति कैसे इंडिपेंडेंट है, वो सब उनको नहीं समझ में आएगा। तो इसलिए पालन करना पड़ेगा। जैसे भाई वो सूतक पीरियड चल रहा है 13 डेज, सब हमारे कोई रिलेटिव गए तो मंदिर नहीं जाना होता, तुलसी को पानी नहीं देना होता, तो अगर आप घर के दरवाजे बंद करो एंड देन यू वाटर, नो प्रॉब्लम। किसको ही देखना नहीं चाहिए, ओके घर तुलसी तो अपने घर में ही है ना, दरवाजे खिड़की बंद, किसी को पता नहीं चलेगा, सॉफ्टली बोलो यानी का नहीं चलेगा, क्योंकि हम अपने आप को शरीर समझते नहीं, तो हम उस कैस्ट से है ही नहीं, उस जाति के है ही नहीं, हम तो अच्युत पुत्र से हैं, तो हमारे लिए कुछ वैसे सीख। लेकिन मंदिर आप जा रहे तो बाहर जा रहे हैं ना घर के, तो लोगों को पता चलेगा, तो इसलिए बेटर नॉट, बेटर फॉलो।
But Prabhuji, why it is to be considered like contaminated, like someone died?
वो सब कर्मकांड के ऐसे सब ये है, वो गरुड़ पुराण वगैरह पढ़ेंगे तो उसमें वो सब दिया हुआ है, किसके लिए कितना कंटामिनेटेड पीरियड, ब्राह्मण के लिए, क्षत्रिय के लिए वगैरह वगैरह, वो करना होता है कर्मकांड के अनुसार, क्योंकि वो बॉडी में ये प्लेटफॉर्म पे कर्मकांड है पूरा, तो फिर वो बॉडी कंटामिनेटेड तो होता ही है, डेथ हो गया ना, वो बॉडी को टच करो, हमारे वही एटिकेट सारा दे, इफ़ यू सी ऑल्सो डेड बॉडी टच, आपको स्नान करना ही पड़ेगा, आप कंटामिनेट हो गए, आप क्रेमेटोरियम गए, क्रेमेटोरियम तो जाएंगे आप, ऐसे में गया अभी तो मुझे बीडबैग को भी धोना होगा अगर मैं ऐसे चला गया तो पूरा जने भी बदलना पड़ेगा, ये सब वैष्णव को भी ये पालन करना पड़ता है। अगर मैं जाऊँ क्रेमेटोरियम तो मुझे सब कपड़ों के साथ स्नान करना पड़ेगा, कपड़े भी धोने पड़ेंगे, यही कपड़े आके पहन नहीं सकते वापस, वो सब कंटेमिनेटेड हो गए। और तो जिनके घर में ही परिवार में जहाँ मृत्यु हुआ है तो वो तो उनसे ब्लड रिलेटिव है ना, उनके ही बेटे बेटियाँ वगैरह, तो उनके लिए वो होता है वो पीरियड, वो कर्मकांड के अनुसार। लेकिन भक्ति तो इसलिए तो जब शंकराचार्य वॉज टेकिंग संन्यास, माँ की परमिशन मांगी, बोले अरे माँ बेटे अरे तू जाएगा तो मैं तो विधवा हूँ, तो तेरे जाने के बाद मेरी जब मृत्यु होगी तो मुझे दाह संस्कार कौन करेगा, तू तो संन्यास यानी सोशल डेथ हो गया, उसके लिए कुछ माता पिता होते नहीं सन्यासी के, तो मेरे लिए तो बोले माँ चिंता मत करो मैं आऊँगा, आई विल डू दाह संस्कार। तो बोली ठीक है ले ले संन्यास, तो संन्यास लिया, जैसे माँ गुजर गई वो आ गए शंकराचार्य, सन्यासी थे, सन्यासी के लिए कुछ ऐसे रूल्स नहीं होते, लेकिन किया उन्होंने। रिसेंटली उन्होंने राधा स्वामी महाराज केम टू कोलकाता एंड मायापुर टू ही ब्रॉट द एशेस ऑफ हिज फादर, और उन्होंने फिर वो किया इमर्शन। जब मदर का डेथ हुआ था महाराज के तब भी लाए थे उन्होंने, तब हम यात्रा में थे मायापुर की, हम सब बैंक के ऊपर बैठ के गंगा के मायापुर में जो अपना प्रभुपाद घाट है उधर हम सब कीर्तन कर रहे थे, और महाराज और जन्यवास प्रभु महाराज को लेके गए पानी में, और सब जन्यवास प्रभु बता रहे थे कि अभी ऐसा बोलिए, वैसे सब मंत्र जैसे दीक्षा में वगैरह होता है वैसे डेथ के समय के जन्यवास प्रभु, तो सब महाराज ने बोले, फिर वो इमर्स किया, फिर दोनों नहाए, फिर आए दोनों नहाए। तो हमारे लिए रूल्स नहीं है, लेकिन कुछ तो कर सकते हैं, जैसे इमर्शन, जैसे मैं भी, मेरे पिताजी का डेथ हो गया 22 एकादशी को,